Welcome, Scorpio, to your end of the month reading for March. Hope your friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers, and anyone new to my channel. Welcome, welcome. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, Scorpio, let's see what's going on with you. Scorpio. Best message for Scorpio, please. Best message for Scorpio. Scorpios. Card coming out is commitment. So whatever you feel like you might be committed to is definitely coming up. It doesn't have to be 100% commitment as in relationship. It is rosy though, so a lot of it is going to be that way. But I also feel that it could be job commitments as well. Maybe feeling like you are committed to, you know, you should have more commitment. You need the commitment. You are very committed. One way or another, we'll find out. On the situation. Actually feels like it could be business and love. I have the love coming out, but it doesn't have to be that way. It literally could be something that you're in love with. And maybe it is love, right? Maybe you're in love. I'm in love. Getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the present, the recent past, and the near future. Maybe you're having commitment problems because of work. Could be a possibility. Looking for the prosperity with the fertility over here, so it definitely has something to do with love. Moving on in the reverse, or the recent past, in the near future. Clarify on the near future for Scorpio, please. Trying to get out of some mental conflict. There could have been some mental conflict going on, or trying to stay, either getting out of it or staying away from it. Maybe somebody's trying to get you there. With the moving on over here, it's definitely feeling like I'm not going to move on from this. Maybe you had given it some thought, or maybe somebody wanted you to move away from this commitment, whatever it is. You wanted you to give up this person. And we'll find out what's going on with the not moving on. It feels like I've decided, like I have decided not to move on. And because it is a blue card of communication. Oh, now you got the fertility upside down. You have the Empress. You guys could be dealing with a Libra or a Taurus. Feeling like you were not getting the prosperities that you need, but they're not nurturing you, but you're not moving on from the situation. It's almost like maybe we're going to work on this. Maybe you are married. It feels like there's a lot of values going on over here that clarify on the Empress that you're holding dear to. You've been married too long, or in a commitment too long, that you just cannot walk away from this. Having the realizations and the realizations and recognizing the situation at hand. It does feel like there's something else standing in the way with the Three of Pentacles. Are you recognizing that work? Why do I keep feeling work? Why do I feel this is work with love? Are you working so hard that you're not being able to nurture your love connection? With the Five of Swords, it's really getting you in your head. And it feels like you're having this internal battle, trying to battle out both how you're nurturing and trying to get the prosperities. But you're not going to give up both. You don't want to give up both your work or the relationship. So you're like, I'm going to have both. And then having the realizations that you work too much. Definitely a challenge and an obstacle. Challenges and obstacles. Or is there just somebody else in the way? It feels like you just are working so much Or is your love keeping you away from work? If you work for yourself. Having the realizations of the obstacles at hand, knowing that you're stuck, knowing you're in a challenge between doing two things. You do have two things going on here, my friends, which makes it like a third party situation. We have work and love, right? Hey, look, I can't sit around with you all day long. I have to go to work. And they get upset and they're like, you work too much. Or, you know, something like this. Or I'm not doing enough work because I'm hanging out with you too much. However it is. But it's disloyal to yourself to do so. Or maybe it's disloyal. Maybe they feel you're disloyal to them by going and doing these things. There still feels like a disloyalty here. It feels like there's something going on that's keeping you away from your commitment. Now you have to figure out where your commitment is going to stand. Because you want to do what you love. And you have the fertility and the love over here where it feels like, you know, you're getting your prosperities, you're nurturing the situation, you've got your commitment is down as much as you can. And it feels like you're even giving, now it feels like you're giving more to one than the other. Ace of Coins. This is giving you a lot of satisfactory. But it is keeping you away from something else. So now you're like fully committed to one, whether it's the love or the money. But it's almost like you can only give so much energy to one, but now it's causing like disappointments and kind of depression because you know that you are so committed to the one area of love, of what you love and where you feel entitled to be, than the other. And now it's kind of getting you in your head. It's kind of disappointing and it's a little, you know, it's giving you a little bit of depression because you feel like you should be doing more of something else as well. So it feels like you're giving yourself too much to one and not the other. You definitely are. King of Cups, you could be giving too much. You know, you're trying to keep yourself balanced over here, but you definitely could be dealing with another water sign as well. If you're giving too much to a Pisces, it's a Piscean card. But it is, no matter what, something that you do feel fulfilled. Like this commitment to, let's say that you're giving all your time to this love, okay? And not enough time to work. It's fulfilling in its own ways because it's giving you the fulfillment of being with this love, but it doesn't feel like you're giving enough time to the other situation, to the work. Okay, so maybe you're missing hours at work. Maybe you're missing money somewhere. But however it is, you still have your overall satisfactions and you still have a lot of prosperity coming in. I also feel like this woman or man that you're with is also a very prosperous person. And maybe they are paying a lot of stuff and putting out a lot of stuff, buying a lot of food, doing these things for you. Oh, that's crazy. You're just really in your head about this. The Temperance upside down. You know where you should be. You know that you should be going back to whatever it is that you should be doing and stop fighting it. Because this is where the overall happiness is going to come. Hey, look, I have to do this and that at the same time. I can't just do one or the other. I have other commitments to do, and I'm so committed to just this one area. And maybe you're more committed to work than you are to the love. So let's put it both ways, right? And if that's the case, then, you know, you want to try to bring in both, however it is. The mental conflict is upside down because it looks like in the near future you're going to come back to what you're doing. Could even be just as much as them taking away from a hobby that you love. Maybe you had a hobby. Maybe, you know, maybe you have a YouTube hobby, right? Like myself. Maybe you have a YouTube hobby. Maybe you enjoy doing this YouTube hobby and they're taking you away from it. Okay? and you're saying, I need commitments where I want my commitments so that I can be happy. There's a lot of deceit and things underlining over here with the moon. You're trying to keep yourself away from the mental conflict, but it does feel like with the moon over here, you guys, some of you could be definitely dealing with another water sign. You do have, yeah, where you feel like you're going to have to, this is going to hurt to get back to where you need to be. So whatever commitment you had over here, to get back to where you want to be, you're going to have to, it's going to kind of hurt the relationship of whatever one it is for you to try to get them both involved. Because look, we have priorities and commitments to a lot of different things. It's not just one thing. And it feels like this person wants you to be dedicated to them, or this job wants you to be more dedicated to them, or however it is. But it feels like it's not where your happiness is. With the Hermit, Eight of Swords, this is keeping you in your head now, where you didn't want to have the mental conflict in the near future. You are trying to reflect on situations because the Eight of Swords keeps popping back up and down. So to keep yourself out of mental conflict and see what is really going on around you, to get to the overall happiness and love of what you want and the fulfillment of your unity with yourself and your commitments, you have to do a lot of reflection work. You're going to have to put yourself out there and reflect upon the situation so that you can come up with the idea of how you're going to become the emperor, how you're going to take back the control of saying, no, I have to be here and I will be with you. So there's going to be a lot of patience, patience and planning. Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah. And this person's going to feel like there could be some little bit of disloyalties maybe to them, but the overall is you are patiently planning because you believe you're disloyal to your own Two of Cups, to yourself. Okay. Yeah, it's not justified to just do whatever it is that they want to do, because now it's starting to cause real drama. So you're really going to get into High Priestess mode over here. Yeah, because you have to have other things going on. You can't just, you know what it is, you guys? It's like this person, maybe you're dealing with this with Leo, but just saying, but it could be anybody. But the whole point is it feels like they want you to revolve your world only around them. Is this like a puppy dog love kind of relationship? Because it reminds me of like the puppy love. We're tied to the hip because I love you and I'm going to hang all over you. It's kind of like that. It kind of reminds me of that. Doesn't have to be, but it does have that kind of feeling where it's a new relationship. We've only been together for 3 or 4 months maybe, and they're still tied to my hip. We're Siamese twins, and I have to stop doing that because I have other commitments that I have to do. So I can't just sit around with you all day long, type of thing. I have dreams and aspirations that I have to get to. So this is actually going to help you in the near future, and it looks like you will get away from this and get back to the things that you are more committed to, and trying to find ways of, yes, I will be with you, but I am also going to work, and I will be with you, and I have a hobby, or maybe it's just a hobby that I would like to do, but I've been giving you all my time. Like all I do is go to work and give you all my time. Like whatever this piece is here is the big piece of the puzzle. That's what this is all talking about, right? I have to go to work and then I give you all my time, and then I don't have time for my own hobbies. I don't have time for myself. Maybe I like to hang out with the boys. Maybe I like to hang out with the girls, and I haven't been doing so because, I've been spreading my time thin, hanging out with you more, right? Or maybe you work too much and you want to hang out with them more, right? Take it how it resonates. It feels more like the first way around, though. It's like they want a lot of your attention. Yeah, they've got you pinned against a wall right now with the Ten of Swords. Yeah. You're going to have to take the risk and let them know, that I have the 10 of Cups that I want to go through. There's other things that, I would like to, also do. you know, that make me happy. It's not that you don't make me happy. It's just that I have other commitments and I have other things too. Okay. So, and that was it for you, my friends. And until next time, peace and love.